We provide small warehouses, and we fill a gap in the market between about 200 square feet and 2,000 square feet. And it's super easy, designed for small businesses, short-term leases, no personal guarantee. It's surprisingly something that doesn't exist in almost every city. One of the biggest challenges is what leads we spend our time on. How do you figure out who is worth our time, right? Like, who do you go after? I came across Sculpted and so here's the problem, solve it. Jacob was confident he could figure it out. I think before we signed a contract, I said, I want you to take my data, actually come back to me saying, yes, I know I can do something here. Did a little bit of analysis, got back and said, I think I have the idea of what to do here. Let's go. What we were able to do, basically, we broke it down into a system of a score, 1, 2, or 3. And what we ultimately got to was anyone who has scored a 3 is more than 5 times likely to go from a lead to a customer. So now, okay, if we only have the capacity to handle 10 leads, who are we going to pick? We're going to pick the 3s. And only when we have time, we're going to work through the 2s and the 1s. This was such a strong predictor of the close likelihood that we basically completely redesigned our entire sales process. We literally had an emergency meeting once we found this insight, and not joking, we flew in multiple people in the company to the office in a 24-hour period. We all met and I had a 6-hour meeting of we need to do everything for 3s. Forget that. How do we restructure everything and just focus on 3s? So we backfilled every lead we've ever had, tens of thousands of records, and looked at the close rates. It is 99.9% statistically significant. I mean, honestly, I think this should be turned into a SaaS tool and sold to every company. How to analyze the data. Using Clay is its own skill set, but behind that is the orchestrator of what are the questions you've been asking and trying to answer. If you actually have a business problem to solve that data can help with, I feel that's where Sculpted really is different.